Okay, this is going to be a banger. Hang on to your seats. How's everybody doing today? All right. So, we're going to start out with my side hustle, right? So, I can take any credit for this. This is a painting. I just have this skill. We have to talk to my grandparents, to my parents to find out why I paint like this. Anyways, so this is an NFT proposal, right? So this is a real world asset that I propose to tokenize. Let me turn down the sound a little bit here. And so, this says Patron in French. I guess it's backwards in the camera. Anyways, so this is my logo, this is way before Donald Trump. This is supposed to be doors opening up since the days of house music, where I was using a computer to make music, right? Commodore 64. I believe that we are at the dawn of a new golden age. All right. So I'm going to show you my presentation that I use from my side hustle. And we're going to and it's so bombastic and crazy that, you don't ever want to go where I'm going in this presentation in your business world. But the name of this episode is How to Make Research Irresistible. All right. But before we get into the little presentation, before we talk about how to make research irresistible to C-suites, I want to share where all meaning begins and ends, and that's with belief. Nietzsche once declared that God is dead, but what he meant was that even if you kill God, the architecture of faith doesn't vanish, it mutates. So now remember, this is the thesis of my side hustle. I'm trying to make some global statement here. This is how I came up with and what inspires me to do what I do. And so we're going to relate my artistic side hustle to the world of pitch decks and presentations and research and so on and so forth. Okay, bring down the music a little bit more. The 20th century proved that truth in the most brutal ways imaginable. Revolutions, purges, wars, and the loss of hundreds of millions of lives in the name of new gods, ideology, technology, and progress, right? The Great Leap Forward, the Holodomor, the horrors of the Gulag Archipelago, not even to mention World War I, World War II, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying, okay? So, and yet, out of that collapse, I believe we stand on the edge of a new dawn, a new golden age of creation, reason, and invention. And so here is my here's my setup to the presentation. The short film you're about to see is my artistic reflection on that moment and how we rebuild meaning after meaning dies. Watch it, and then I'll show you how this same framework of belief, structure, and story can transform the way you present research to executive. Once again, this is my side hustle. This is my art, and this is a metaphor for how you need to approach your presentations, how you need to present research, how do you need to present data-driven presentation. So, are you ready? Hold on to your seats, because here we go.
God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there for us to clean ourselves? What festivals of atonement? What sacred games shall we have to invent?
Oh, right. We didn't need two booms, but we could use some. Okay, so what am I saying? What am I saying? I am saying that. Okay. C-suites don't have time for complexity. They listen for stakes, not statistics. The nanosecond boredom enters the brain, you've lost them. All right. So you need to lead with conflict. What's at risk or changing right here in the moment? Every chart, every data set, every premise and proposal should answer one question: why does this matter right now? And so in my artistic guided Nietzsche soliloquy with all of that imagery, contemporary imagery, January 6th, climate change, COVID, the building 7, right? All of the drama of today. How do we incorporate it? How do we manage this flood of um, of what we see today, all of the belief structures that we see today? So I kind of, let me get back to the
What in shall
part. So where we go to the screaming. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so I clicked it and it's good. Here we go. Here we go. And so we'll continue with the presentation. This is only like a few minutes long, so we'll end the presentation soon after this ends.
In a world where profound questions are met with hysteria or contempt, Gallegos finds solace painting portraits. Where shadows linger over the collapse of mighty towers, and where veils shroud the corridors of power, where the very nature of a woman remains undefined, Liam seeks to capture the essence of humanity. In this age of turmoil, he is guided by the belief that from chaos springs rebirth. He wields his brush to immortalize stories etched in glances, subtleties, and the enchanting allure of the human demeanor. Even the briefest encounter with a portrait or face can spark a tiny surge of dopamine in the brain, which is an elixir of delight bridging the chasm of time and culture, uniting us across centuries. With his Louvre-inspired method, fusing the past with the future, he extends an invitation, a chance for you to be part of this journey. You are invited, art collectors and visionaries alike, to sponsor this campaign, to breathe life into these portraits. We'll weave history and modernity, merging tangible oil paintings with eternal digital imprints. Together, we will forge a connection that defies time, embracing the dawn of a new golden age. As we tokenize these works, casting them into the boundless expanse of the blockchain, we declare that even during these sacred games and festivals of atonement, we are on the brink of greatness, adorned with freedom from chronic disease, a world where cryptocurrency thrives, and where limitless energy sets us free. So let's seize this moment. Join us in this symphony of transformation, where art, history, and innovation converge. Embrace the call to action, and let our collective sponsorship be the clarion call for the dawn of something magnificent, something extraordinary, something beautiful.
Okay, so if you just joined us, this was a NFT presentation talking about my side hustle. I'm paid. Like I said before, I can't take credit for this. This is sort of a genetic. It's a freak of genetics. Anyways, so here's the right. So the sponsors, the patron's name goes up there. This gets tokenized. There's a real world asset. And then this lives on the blockchain forever. And the story that goes behind this. So there's There's a story behind each portrait. All right. So we'll wrap this up really quickly. As opposed to, when you are creating a business presentation, what we saw was an artistic presentation. When you're creating your business presentation, right? You can't dwell on the numbers. You can't dwell on the data. Okay. You want short bursts of clarity, just like you saw in that video. It moved along. It had a pace. You want your presentations to have rhythm. You want one image or stat per slide. You want to speak with curiosity before certainty, because attention is earned in rhythm, not volume. You don't want to just be banging your point home because you're the smartest person in the world. Oops. How do I go back? Oh, I went. Okay. All right. So the two storyboard style. Analyst driven starts with methods and data, dense charts, facts and conclusions. Look how smart we are. Look how many experts we have, right? Boring. Narrative driven starts with conflict and stakes. So you saw the conflict right there with that presentation, that artistic presentation. I just went over the top, all right, and just absolutely hitting every hot button topic you can absolutely imagine. So, and you want clean visual tension. So there was no debate about what you were looking at, right? You were seeing whether it was explosions or climate catastrophe or me painting, a portrait. There was no confusion, right? Um, uh, Clean visual tension, emotion, insight, decision. Emotion, insight, decision. We're in a world of chaos, but that is just a natural result of the cataclysmic change that we're in. We are actually on the precipice of a dawn of a new golden age that engages with that type of storyline, or that arc engages audiences, right? So let's give it up. So that's how to make research irresistible to C-suites, to people, to anyone. You want to start with the drama. You want to start with the problem, and you want to make that problem as big and as dramatic and as and articulated as well as you can. And so next episode, we're going to talk about the nitty gritty. Like, just look how happy this recipient is, right? This is Bridget. Emotions Unleashed, like crafting emotion through a narrative. All right, we're going to talk about the actual biological availability of certain images. Look how happy she is. She's not faking it. She got this portrait and she absolutely loves it. Okay, because she's being hit neurochemically. All right, the brain is designed to see faces, and the eye is designed to see tone, and that's super important when you're creating your presentation or you're creating your media. You want to express something in your content. Yeah, under 15 minutes. Today is a success. Episode 2, the human algorithm, coming at you. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir.